What is going on YouTube? Hated back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as the S&P 500. Yesterday, we left off discussing the emergency playing out right now within XRP. What we did see was a retest of top resistance. We had a big descending resistance level that was pushing down on the price, and it really looked like the coin just did not want to give up its resistance, and it decided to tumble over just a little bit and go down to our key target level, which the second I posted that video is exactly what happened. So it was very interesting to see it play out exactly as the video went out. That doesn't usually happen too often. That's why I make my trades on Patreon. But moving on, we do have some very interesting topics. As you saw, resistance was hit on pretty much all the cryptocurrencies, at least the major ones: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. But what's interesting is we have to figure out whether or not this pattern is now going to start accumulating itself back to the downside. Is it going to snowball down, or is it going to build up some pressure and snowball back to the upside? Very interesting topics, definitely some very key interesting features we will have to divulge into and figure out. But otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. Alright guys, as you can see on the channel, yesterday's video we put out basically saying that XRP was playing out right now, and I'm going to go into that a little more in depth in today's episode. As I did just give a quick refresh to the channel, or to the current coin market cap, you can see pretty much everything is mainly in a consolidation standpoint. Obviously it's Polkadot that is seeing the biggest jump, as well as Cardano, which is also seeing a very big jump on its 7-day moving average, which is about 95%. And then I know a lot of people were interested in XLM, which is up 13% on the day. So we are seeing a lot of altcoins start to rise, and I mean a ton of altcoins start to rise. We're also seeing Chainlink up about 14% on the week, or on the 7-day moving average, or on the 7-day price moving average. But otherwise, we look good. I mean, most of these coins in regards to 7-day prices are up and doing very well. Bitcoin 15%, Ethereum 24%, Cardano 95%, Polkadot 39%. XRP is the only one down, but then you have Binance up 50, Chainlink 14, Litecoin 15, Doge 90, which is actually insane. We're starting to see Dogecoin in the number 10 spot. Never thought I'd see that. Stellar up 13%, AV up 75. So this is without a doubt, I mean, Elrond, whatever that is, up 200%, Cosmos up 79. We don't even have to go into much of a discussion to know that this is definitely what I would consider a bull market. This is an altcoin season. Look at how many cryptocurrencies are up over 100%. Ox up over 100%. I mean, these are a lot of coins that I remember talking about many, many, many months ago. But it's crazy to see that right now all these altcoins are coming back into life. And this really is an alt season, I think, that we're starting to enter. I mean, Bitcoin is still doing fairly well. It's pretty much kicking. It's allowing what I think all these cryptocurrencies to start to head up. But to jump right into the video discussing XRP, I know a lot of you guys want to look at this, as well as the other cryptocurrencies. And then, like I said, I know I kind of fell off with the cryptocurrencies, altcoins that you guys want me to discuss, but screw it, I'll bring it back. So make sure to comment down below the altcoin you'd like to see reviewed, and you could maybe get shouted out in tomorrow's video. So comment down below. There's a ton of altcoins, and we might be missing some for prior rallies or future rallies. So definitely comment down below which one you'd like to see and why. But right now, looking at XRP, I mean, we're definitely coming to a standstill. Markets are definitely feeling some sort of tension, I would like to say. We have XRP kind of hitting tension right now, hitting resistance. And this kind of goes with a lot of these cryptocurrencies: Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin. They're in a very interesting position right now. XRP kind of looks like it wants to dip lower. I mean, regardless of the fact of which direction this coin wants to move, we have to just understand that the coin is not going to be breaking anywhere to the upside until it breaches this downtrend that we've drawn drawn on very clearly in green here. So don't anticipate a big run to come within XRP if we haven't been able to break this resistance. It's just unfortunately not going to happen. Until this downtrend is broken, until the price, let's say, decides to close maybe closer to 44 cents, these lower highs have to be broken. Lower highs is a very big signal for a bearish market and corrections to the downside. And until we see that being broken, we have to consider the possibilities of the price moving lower. So granted, the fact that yesterday and the past couple of days we have not been able to break the prior low or the one before that or the one before that, it is in reference to the fact that the prices are probably going to consolidate lower. So within the next day or two, if not today, I will not be surprised if we see us consolidate back down to 40 cents. Now, we are looking at this on the 4-hour. I just want to jump to the daily to get a better, understanding and look. You can see what we drew very slightly based off of the 4-hour wick was this uptrend right here, which was, not that important. It was mainly the downtrend that we are starting to have a big bit of resistance. I would not be surprised, like I said, if tomorrow or today we did pull back down to 40 cents before we start to retest this downtrend once again. We are getting sandwiched though between some very strong support levels, so it'd be very nice if we held above here, but I would not recommend buying into, or I'm not specifically buying into XRP until I see some sort of confirmation of either a close below resistance or a break up, or a close below support or a break above resistance. It's literally that in mind. Now, granted, if we do see resistance broken, if we do see the markets decide that they want to start to breach through their prior resistance, and XRP does flip and breach its prior high, there's a very big chance we could easily see pumps back up to 60 cents. It goes without saying. But the consolidation is here. The consolidation is happening. I mean, some of you may even see this as a form of consolidation. I mean, there's definitely some very interesting patterns that can be drawn on the 4-hour charts that may or may not hold any sort of strength in regards to where the price is going to move. But what I do know for sure is there is a downtrend and the prices are getting pushed lower. So we have to see probably by the end of today if we're going to be retesting bottom support here. If we breach through there, expect to see us tumble down to 36 cents, where we'll probably consolidate and eventually break up higher. But I mainly am taking my focus away from XRP as I'm finding XRP for right now to be a very higher or a fairly high risk trade, especially because the markets aren't showing proof of direction. Right now, it's pretty much just hit or miss. You buy in and the price dumps lower or the price dumps higher. It's that simple, and it's definitely more risky as we haven't figured out exactly where it's going to be moving to. Now to look at these other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin. I'm going to start on Bitcoin. Obviously, you guys remember we did draw this major ascending fractal that was forming an upside pull, and the prices were actually following through here fairly well. Unfortunately, the other, couple months ago, just in December, so 2 months ago, we managed to break above this resistance, so we weren't actually consolidating inside of here to slowly pump the prices up. We decided to let FOMO take over, and I would like to say the second we saw confirmation above, I would say $25,000, this was all FOMO. This is all people buying into the market, people thinking they're missing out on the run and just pumping the coin up. Whatever, it's over, it happened. Regardless, the uptrend is still playing out fairly well. It was able to get a retest right here, clear today, and we were able to bounce off that, consider it either a double bottom or what, it doesn't matter, but you can see the reference to the double bottom right here, and now the prices are starting to head up higher. This is a reversal, this is an indication of a higher movement, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, like I've said it before, and I'll say it again in yesterday's episode. Yesterday we made a video discussing that the prior day managed to retest top resistance at 41,000, retesting the all-time highs, signaling correction to the downside. That's actually what we saw immediately after retesting 41,000. We fell down to 37. This was about a $4,000 jump to the downside, and you can see we pretty much consolidated back to where we are. Now, this is interesting, and I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be fairly confused, and I understand why. This is because the price actually managed to kind of fill the gap and kind of hang out exactly where it opened. A lot of you guys are saying, well, now what? Are we going to be heading up to 41.35? Are we going to be heading down to bottom support? Here's what I have to say. We can use prior analysis. You can see that last time we retested top resistance, we did have an immediate pull, and then we saw it dump. we've had these major runs back to the upside, but ultimately they headed lower. And this is immediately after retesting resistance. Now, granted, we just retested resistance again, so I honestly would not be surprised in the slightest if the coin just started to keel over and head a little bit lower, pulling us back down to support, and then seeing a big run to the upside. This is more so what I'm anticipating. This is more so what I'm expecting. This is more so what I would like to see happen, as I do think shorts are definitely in the clear for Bitcoin for right now. Yes, we could very easily swing back up to retest here. Yes, you guys could definitely be patient and wait for another confirmation. If we see the price swing back up and retest this, then there's a very big chance this is going to be a signal of a double top, and then we will most likely correct back down to the bottom. So if you want to wait for maybe the end of today, I think that's fair. We will have plenty of time to retest either some sort of direction by the end of today. If we decide to head up higher and we retest resistance here, we know that we can pretty much guarantee, in a conservative aspect, a short opportunity is available for the price to swing lower. And vice versa, if we swing back down tonight, we know that there's a very big guarantee that the prices will swing back up. I mean, this is how it is for people entering the market. If you already put in your short and you do have your stop loss when we bought in right here closer to 41,000 or maybe closer to 40,400, then I think you're okay. Just keep your stop loss up to date so that you don't lose out. If we do decide to breach this resistance here, you'll at least break even and the prices are going to start to head lower. So if at any point, I know that it is possible to put stop losses in on BitYard. I've had trouble, and I've mentioned it to BitYard as for if we were able to set this stop loss above the price that we entered in, and they're getting back to me on the feedback because it's happened to me once, and then other times it hasn't happened to me. So it's very interesting. So they're going to give me some feedback, and I'll share it with you guys, of course. But I do anticipate with consolidation here, if you guys have yet to buy in and are anticipating it, my personal opinion is if I haven't bought into the market yet, I wouldn't buy into the market. And reason being is we are not as primed as we were just a couple of hours ago when we were retesting this top resistance, where I would have said, yeah, there's a good chance I'm buying in right now because I anticipate the market to drop. Well, now the market's already dropping, and we're kind of coming to this flat line where markets could go whoop or markets could go whoop. So it doesn't make sense to buy in at this consolidation average point when it's much easier to signal a buy off of this top level, anticipating correction to the downside, or vice versa. We let this play out. We let the pull from 39,000 plus to 36. Yeah, it's going to be a shitty short. Yeah, we are going to break through moving average, but we can almost guarantee that there will be a play and a swing back to the upside after we retest bottom support. So that's pretty much my opinion on Bitcoin. If you haven't bought in, I wouldn't buy in right now. I would wait to either get back into the market where we had yesterday. That would have been your best opportunity. And now it's just wait for another retest of top resistance so you can get in for a short, or vice versa. I'll wait for a bottom support to retest. Let me delete this real quick, where the price jumps down, bottoms off support here. We set a new higher low. I buy in anticipating markets to run back up, and I profit. That's pretty much it. I mean, Ethereum is also having a very interesting, weird consolidation form right now. I mean, this is what I was referencing within Bitcoin. The fact that Ethereum is now, it had its resistance retested. We're falling, but we decided to come to a standstill. So markets need to consolidate. It needs to figure out its shit. It needs to figure out whether it's going to head up, retest here for a double top and correct lower, or if it's going to start to swing back lower. I'm more than likely, pretty sure we're going to head lower. I mean, I don't know how you want to do this, but I'm more than sure that we're going to start to dump lower. Whether we need that little confirmation up here and then dump lower, it's really up to the market, but it's going to be moving some way to the downside. Whether it heads up, hits it lightly and then corrects, or it just dumps is really up to the market to figure out. But in regards to technical analysis, markets are leaning more towards a short to the downside. Litecoin as well, seeing this weird consolidation pattern. You could probably see some sort of ascending triangle forming right now. We have an uptrend, maybe resistance. It's just weird. It's hanging out on its moving average. So markets are in a weird pickle right now. I would just be a little cautious. I'd wait off. Personally, if you aren't already in, wait off a little bit until we exit our trades, then we'll reconsider. But it doesn't make sense to be buying in right now. Otherwise, S&P 500 looks great. Let's see how today's candle opens. And that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.